Nestled amongst towering pines and whispering willows, Harmony Ridge was a town untouched by time. Its residents cherished the quiet life. Days were spent fishing by the lake, evenings filled with fireflies and porch swings. Life moved at the pace of a gentle breeze, but this tranquility was about to be shattered. The Jones family arrived in a flurry of activity, their minivan overflowing with suitcases and inflatable pool toys. There was Mark, the father, his face permanently fixed in a grimace. Then came Deborah, his wife, perpetually glued to her phone, her voice a shrill siren even from afar. Trailing behind were their two children, Max and Mia, their eyes glued to their tablets, oblivious to the world around them. The Joneses had arrived and Harmony Ridge would never be the same. The first sign of trouble came in the form of music. Not the sweet melody of birdsong that usually filled the air, but the thumping bass of pop music, vibrating through the trees. The Joneses, it seemed, believed their taste in music was universal. Then came the litter. Empty chip packets, soda cans, and candy wrappers littered their yard, a stark contrast to the pristine environment. Whispers of discontent began to ripple through Harmony Ridge. The peace had been disturbed. The tension escalated with each passing day. The Jones children, used to the concrete jungle of the city, treated Harmony Ridge like their personal playground. They terrorized the local wildlife, carved their names into the ancient oak tree by the lake, and generally wreaked havoc wherever they went. The final straw came in the form of a party, a raucous, no-holds-barred party that shook the very foundations of Harmony Ridge. The music was deafening, the laughter grating, and the smell of barbecue hung heavy in the air, a foreign invader in the sweet summer breeze. As the Joneses partied, oblivious to the resentment they were brewing, a shadow moved through the woods, a large dark shape, its eyes glinting in the moonlight. It lumbered closer, drawn by the alluring scent of barbecue and the promise of an easy meal. The residents of Harmony Ridge, used to living in harmony with nature, knew what this shadow represented. They watched from their windows, a mixture of fear and anticipation in their eyes. The universe, it seemed, was about to deliver a dose of karma. The party was in full swing when the first scream pierced the night. The music screeched to a halt, replaced by the sound of panicked shouts and scrambling feet. The black bear, a magnificent creature standing over 6 feet tall, had arrived. It lumbered through the party, scattering guests like leaves in the wind. The Joneses, their faces pale with terror, huddled together, their reign of terror momentarily forgotten in the face of true primal fear. The bear, clearly not interested in pleasantries, headed straight for the source of the alluring aroma, the unattended barbecue. It overturned the grill with a swipe of its massive paw, sending hot coals and half-cooked burgers flying. The Joneses watched in horror as their feast, and their party, went up in smoke. The bear, having claimed its prize, ambled back into the woods, leaving behind a trail of destruction and a valuable lesson learned. The following morning, Harmony Ridge awoke to an unfamiliar sound. Silence. The Joneses, their faces etched with the events of the previous night, packed their belongings with unusual haste. Their minivan, which had seemed so imposing upon their arrival, now seemed to slink out of Harmony Ridge, carrying with it the remnants of their shattered vacation and their bruised egos. Whether the Joneses truly learned their lesson is debatable. Perhaps they simply chalked it up to bad luck, a freak occurrence in an otherwise perfect vacation. But for the residents of Harmony Ridge, the message was clear. Their peaceful haven was not to be trifled with. Their way of life, their respect for nature, and their close-knit community were not to be disrupted. Harmony Ridge had fought back and won. Life in Harmony Ridge returned to its usual rhythm. The music of nature once again filled the air. The laughter of children playing by the lake was genuine and carefree. The Joneses became a cautionary tale, a reminder of what happens when you disrespect the delicate balance of nature and the power of a united community. As for the black bear, it became a local legend, a furry guardian of Harmony Ridge, ensuring the peace was never disturbed again.